Yo, it's October 10, 2023 right now and around 12:30 a.m. here in Manila, and PlayStation just actually dropped a bomb giving us news on their new PlayStation 5 look. What's up YouTube? This is your boy G back in another video, right? They actually don't call it like PlayStation 5 Slim, but these are the new PlayStation 5. So would you look at that? Let me try to actually check it in. So that is the new PlayStation 5 looks. It actually looks similar to the original one. This is the digital edition and this is the disc, but you would see that there's a little bit of difference there, and the one really prominent one are the lines on the middle, right? Now these are smaller, so essentially PlayStation Slim. So let's go ahead and read the actual news here. Again, new look for PS5 console this holiday season. Smaller PS5 design comes with 1 TB storage for PS5 and PS5 digital edition. Both of them are already like 1 TB. New model provides option to add an Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive to PS5 digital edition. So you can just put like a drive on that as well. So as you can see, it's from Sid Human, Senior Director of Sony Entertainment. As the holiday season approaches, we are excited to share that we have a new PS5 model launching to address the evolving needs of players. Our engineering and design team collaborated on a new form factor that provides greater choice and flexibility. The same technology features that make PS5 the best to play are packed into a smaller form factor, along with an attachable Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive and a 1 TB SSD for more internal storage. This is like an attachable Ultra Blu-ray disc drive, it says. So definitely looks the same, right? But the light or the line here are super striking. As you can see, the stand is like a silver here, or sorry, like a shiny, right, silver streak. It's not like a black matte anymore. DualSense, of course, still the same, but it's yeah, it appears to be slimmer, although it's still, I think it's still bigger, right, on this scale, right? It's not as small as you would expect, but it's definitely smaller. Now, the new PS5 has been reduced in volume by more than 30% and weight by 18% and 24% compared to the previous model. So again, not so much, around 70%, but there are 4 separate cover panels with the top portion in a glossy look, while the bottom remains in matte. If you purchase the PS5 digital edition, you can add the Ultra HD Blu-ray disc again for PS5 later. But it will also be sold separately for $80. So this is actually glossy, as you can see here. There's a little bit of gloss there, and then a matte on the bottom. Okay, so a little bit of two-tone there, but it's still white, right? Just on the texture. So this is the internal look of it. I love how it looks like. So this is the internal look, and it's very clean, as you can see. The new PlayStation 5 model will be available starting this November in the US at select local retailers and direct PlayStation Store, of course. It will continue to roll out globally in the following months. Once inventory of the current PS5 model has sold out, the new PS5 will become the only model available, right? Guys, I'm very excited because we're kind of like heading to the PS5 Pro territory already. We now have the PS5 Slim, and we know what this means, right? In a couple of years, we're gonna get the PS5 Pro already. The recommended retail price for the new PlayStation 5 model as follows, beginning with the rollout. So we'll check that price here, but this is how it looks like. Let me go ahead and check that out. There's also like a trailer for it. All right, awesome. Looks definitely identical, right? It's not, it doesn't look super weird, right? It's the same. The striking design is just the lines on the middle. All right, now the recommended retail price for the new PlayStation 5 models are as follow. In US, PS5 with Ultra HD Blu-ray drive, the one that's attached in it, $500, right? I think it's still the same. For PS5 edition or digital edition, it's 450. I think it's a little bit expensive, right? It's originally it's $400 only, $100. So right now it's 450, right? Europe, PS5 with Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive, 550 euro and 450. Right, that looks weird. It's just the same. UK 479 and 389. In Japan, it's gonna be this one, including the tax. So the horizontal stand will be included, of course, with the new PS5 model. It's not like other that you need to purchase that separately. Also, a new vertical stand compatible with all PS5 model will be sold separately at $30. That's pretty expensive. So let me repeat this: a new, right, a new vertical stand compatible with all PS5 models, even the old one, right, will be sold separately at $30. A little bit expensive, I guess, but I think they're talking about this one because if you notice, this is like a metal stand here, and that might be the one that you can purchase separately. But we'll see. The one that you can see here is pretty much the same. I don't think it goes well though because it's like the only metallic object there. But I'm pretty sure it will look great personally. But it looks like you can purchase that separately, right? A horizontal stand, however, will be included. Now I believe this is the vertical stand, and yeah, unfortunately, you'll have to purchase this now, right? Separately for about $29 or $30. But the horizontal stand will be included with the PS5 model. You don't. It's not like the old version that you can use same stand for both vertical and horizontal. We are 10 days away from the launch of Marvel Spider-Man 2 with additional games including Alan Wake 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 launching shortly after, with this fantastic game coming in addition to recent releases such as EA Sports, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Baldur's Gate 3. There's plenty of games to play on PlayStation 5. As a matter of fact, I don't have time anymore to play because there's just so many games, man. So many games. All right, definitely looks like smaller on this one. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. The reason, it appears that the reason why they have this line in the middle is actually to put that stand like you can see here, right? I don't really fancy it much because the disc itself is still touching the floor, and the stand looks pretty small, not substantial, but it's already there. And it looks like that's the reason why it has these lines on the middle. So you can put it in any orientation, right? Or at least on one orientation on the side that the disc is on the bottom. So that's gonna be the look of it. Now, I want to thank you all for the continued passion and support. Now, this is the specs, right? Just to let you know, it's pretty much the same. It's still PS5. It's PS5 Slim. It's not PS5 Pro or anything, but it's a refresh, right? It's a new version. It's a PS5 Slim. So external dimension, including projecting parts, and this is the specification right here. So let's dig deeper here. CPU, again, it's 3.2 kilogram, a little bit lighter than before. For the CPU, Zen 2, still the same, right? 8 core, 16 threads, up to 3.5, still RDNA 2. It's not RDNA 3 or something. It's still the same. Ray tracing acceleration and variable frequency up to 2.23 or 10.3 teraflops. Right? I'm pretty sure Xbox is still powerful than that. But, PlayStation, of course, is more popular. GDDR6. 16 gig, of course, 448 gigabit per second bandwidth. SSD built in is 1 terabyte right away. It's not 800 something, but 1 terabyte right away with 5.5 gigabit per second with bandwidth, right? PS5 game disc, the one for the disc edition, of course, is still the Ultra HD Blu-ray up to 100 gig per disc. Size disc drive, equipped with disc drive. And video out supports up to 4K 120 8K TV VRR specified by HDMI version 2.1, right? So again, same with the existing PlayStation 5. Tempest 3D audio tech. I wonder why it's not written here the Dolby Atmos, because recently they released the support for Dolby Atmos as well. But I believe that's just the Tempest 3D audio tech, being encoded into Atmos, for Atmos devices to decode. For input and output, USB Type-C port, super speed, 10 gigabit per second there, and then another USB Type-C port, high-speed USB, right? Front and back. For the connection, USB Type-A, super speed USB 10, you got 2 of those. Pretty much again like the old one. Ethernet, and you do have that as well. 1000 base Wi-Fi, up to AX. All right, awesome. Everything is already there. I wonder why they did not include the Wi-Fi there. Let me double check. They're not saying Wi-Fi, right? But of course, it's it's Wi-Fi capable. Oh, okay. It's already on the networking. I forgot. Wi-Fi. All right. That's the one that I just read. Up to AX. All right. PlayStation 5 Digital Edition specification. So that's for the disc edition, right? And this is for the digital one. External, pretty much the same. Of course, it's a lot lighter, 2.6 kilogram versus 3.5 or 3.2, right? A lot lighter than that. And everything else is the same, right? So again, the PS5 Slim, or even the original one, digital edition, is just as powerful as PlayStation 5 disc edition. They're just exactly the same, right? The Slim or the digital one just doesn't contain a built-in Blu-ray player, so you will just have to attach that. But all of the configuration, ports, everything else is exactly the same. All right, but yeah, that's all for the news, guys. Let me know down in the comments what do you think about this. Do you like the looks of it? For me personally, I guess it's gonna grow into me like the original PlayStation. For sure, this is weird. The line on the side is a little bit weird for me, but I get it, and that's gonna make it distinctive, so you can actually identify which one is PS5 original versus the new one already. It's not drastic change though. So unlike the PlayStation 3 or even the PS2, right? The slim versions are just really nuts. Even the PlayStation 4, right? The PS5 or PS4 Pro versus Slim are really drastic. And this one, it doesn't look that different, right? But we'll have to see. We'll have to check the actual pictures of it once it's already surfaced. We'll check that further. But for now, I think this is real clean. And this is the detachable one. You can upgrade your Slim into kind of like a full-fledged one, if you notice. This is like the Slim, right? And then you can just purchase an detachable Ultra HD Blu-ray player. So that's awesome. That's awesome. At least we're now heading to the PS4 or PS5 Pro territory. And I cannot wait to see how PS5 Pro will look like. But again, let me know down in the comments below, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts. Do you like the new look of the new PlayStation 5 Slim? Click like if you like the video. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. That will definitely help me a lot. But that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, guys, and see you on my next one.